Hey, how's it going, everybody? So, in this video, I thought maybe we would talk about the other two bases that we're going to need to build for our nanocarbon factory back on Sylva. So, right now, I'm on Glacio, and I am currently at the South Pole. And I came here because, as you can see, that ring of stars is on the horizon all the way around us, which means the sun is right there. So Glacio has very low sun but very high wind. So getting power here from the sun is going to be difficult, but here at the South Pole is your best chance of getting any. So I was thinking of maybe on top of this portal here, putting up a whole bunch of solar panels up here all the way around the top. And then we could probably catch some sunlight off there, although we are going to need a fair bit of power for this base. And the other reason I came here is because of this valley right here. So I wanted to set up close to a valley like this because this is the only place where you're going to find any entrances to the caves. Out there on the ice plains and that, you won't find any entrances out there. But here, there's one right there. And let's see. Well, that looks like it's a false cave. That's fine. We'll find another one. And here's one over here. And this one doesn't go anywhere either. Well, there's bound to be one cave in this little valley here somewhere that actually goes right down. But at the moment, I'm just not seeing it. So we've got a couple of platforms here with some stuff on them, but nothing that we really need on those platforms yet. Um, hmm. How about this one? Yes, okay. This one actually goes down into the caves, but it goes on a pretty steep angle, so we're going to want to build a ramp probably off of that uh, part right there so that it's not quite as steep of an angle. Now, there's a couple of things we're going to need on this planet. We are going to need one gas, and we're going to need the titanite and the iron. So if we take a look in here in the Astropedia at the planets, and we go over here to Glacio. So Glacio is the only place where you can get argon. It's got a thin atmosphere, windswept, icy mountains, a hard planet, or so they say. I don't find it that hard. I actually like Glacio. And we've got titanite and hematite. So hematite is going to be found on the surface. Titanite is down in the caves. So we're going to need to set up some wind turbines around here. Now, these little geysers, uh, they will propel you into the air, or at least they used to. Doesn't look like they do anymore. Ooh, another cave entrance. How's this one? Still a bit on the steep side, and we've got this ice chunk in the way. So we would need a piece of dynamite to get that ice chunk out of the way. So we'll stick with our original entrance over here. Oh, where did I leave you? There you are. Okay. So we could actually start the ramp here. And I think I might just do that. It's going to be kind of steep, but yeah, you just got to work with what you got. So we're going to dig our way in here. And I'm going to make this relatively wide because we're going to have to bring some stuff down here. And we're going to be bringing materials up and down, so... So while this ramp is pretty steep, we should still be able to climb this thing. At least that's what I'm hoping. Okay. And we are down to the ground. There we go. We are in the caves. So, down here, ooh, look at that. We've got frozen argon, which we can throw onto a research module. Not sure exactly how much they're worth, but they are worth something. If you're going to be doing research in this game, this is the best planet to come to for research. This has the highest value research of all the planets. So I see one little piece of titanite sticking up there, and I see a Leo right there. How you doing, Leo? That is Lord Leo. Okay, I need to go in here. We need to tell it to ignore hardness and extend the range. There we go. So, this is one of the mysterious balls that we can find in the game. There are, I believe, 5 others. So, that is quite the little find. I'm quite happy with that. I'm actually going to put a little pit right there, and we're going to place Leo right there, because there's more titanite over here. I see a nice little patch of it right back there, and that's stuff that we want. So this single piece right here, not really interested in that, and that single piece, not so much, although it does look like there's a bunch more in the ground right where this one is. But there's a really good deposit of it back there. Ooh, and there's another one of the balls. Well, would you look at that? That's Lord Zebra, or Lord Zeb as most people refer to him. So, this is interesting. So we've got a Leo and a Zeb. Okay, well, let's put a little dent right there for him to sit in. So we can see one of them over there, and he's just rolling around all over the place because they tend to do that. Why are you rolling around? You should be in the little pit that I put you in over here. Maybe I just didn't dig it deep enough. All right, we'll make it a little deeper. Come here. You sit right there, my friend. That should hold you. Okay. Now, back over here. We need to flatten out a spot here so that I can actually see this when I'm coming along. Because I want to use these things as a kind of a sight line. So from that one to this one, which is in turn going to lead me over to this patch of titanium right here. So this is a really good patch. Looks like a double, which is awesome. So, I don't see any more balls around here. Always keeping an eye out for those guys, because while you can't really research them, they are a great little collectible item. So, we need to set up a station right here. And I'm just going to go like this. And we're going to get rid of these things because they're just in my way, honestly. And then this gives me a nice flat area to place all the stuff, all the platforms and stuff that we're going to need. So we're going to go in here and we are going to make a large B platform. Of course, you'll be printing one of these off and bringing it with you. And not the large, we want the medium resource canister, because the large one is just too large. And we're going to place this right over there. And then we're going to go here and we need an auto arm. And we're going to just spin that around there. And then from the large printer, we're going to make an auto extractor. And we're going to place that auto extractor right there. So keep an eye on that green bar that's there. And it will tell you how much is actually underneath it. So, ooh, that's a really good spot right there. Okay. So I'm going to turn this a little bit this way. And then we're going to take our platform and we're going to bring it over here. And I want it relatively close like that so that the auto arm actually encompasses most of that. And then we're going to take, if I can get to it, that cable plug, and we're going to plug it in right there. Okay, so we've got that, and I've got one Titanite on my back, which is awesome. So, don't really want the large turbines down here. Let's go down to here, and we're going to grab a couple of these little guys right here, because they even work down here in the caves. And if you can find yourself some medium batteries, that'd be great, until you can start making RTGs. So maybe we'll make another platform, make another large B, and then I'm going to make 1, 2, 3, and we're going to put 4 of these batteries on here. So as you can see, they do work down here. And we're just going to place this back here, plug that into there, and let those guys charge up these batteries. So 2 of them probably aren't going to be able to keep up to this whole operation that we're going to have going here. So I'm going to place another one here. We're going to grab one of these guys, and we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4. 4. There we go. Put him back there. And there we go. We've now got 6 of those. So when the wind actually does start blowing around down here in the caves, these produce 5 units of power each. So we've got technically 30 units of power when they're spinning, and they should be putting out enough to run the auto arm, which uses 1 unit, and the auto extractor, which uses 8, as well as charge these batteries. So I'm going to let them do their thing right there. And we're going to go up top, head back this way. We're just going to follow Leo and Zeb here, back to where we came in, which is right over here. Or at least it should be right over here. Where did I... Oh, right around the corner here. There's all that frozen argon over there. And should be here. Where are you? There it is. So coming down here, I should actually run tethers from up top down to here and then over to where we're going to be mining titanite. So even while this is pretty steep, it's still doable. We can get up there, no problem. And my ship is not around here. I landed it somewhere else on the planet. Where did I park my ship? I parked my ship way over there and then flew over here. Okay. So, now that we're on the surface, we need to go find ourselves an iron deposit, and there happens to be a really good one right there. Ooh, not just one, but two. Fantastic. Okay. So, and we've got a decent flat area right here where we can set up everything. And we're just basically going to set up the same thing that we've got down in the cave, but we're going to do it up here. So, let's make 2 more of these. And then we're going to go up here. Oh, that's not what we want. We want the large printer. We want to get one of those. And let's see how it does right there. Not terrible. Even better there. Okay. That's a pretty good spot. So, I'm actually just going to take those pieces out of the way. And we're going to move this right there. And then plug it in. And then the other two, yeah, we can pretty much put one right behind it. And then maybe the other one over here beside that one. Because all the important bits are going to be on that one. Except for the power. So, back into here. An auto arm. And face the right way. And then we need a medium resource canister. And then, wrong button. We're going to need a bunch of these guys. And a couple of those. So, 1, 2, 3. That's 4 of those. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So, park 6 of these up here. Because you want to be producing more power than you're actually using. And the batteries, honestly, are mainly backup. The wind will blow day and night up here. So, you know, the batteries will get worn down a little bit, but then they will get filled up every time those things start spinning. So, we now have our titanite being mined right there. We've got our hematite right there. So, the next thing would be to set up our atmospheric processor here in order to get argon. Now, that doesn't go anywhere. Now, I kind of want to keep everything all in the same area if I can. And I'm kind of liking this spot right here. Because it's right in between both of those. So, we are going to flatten out an area right here. Because the atmospheric processor is a little bit power hungry. So we're going to need some room in order to place quite a few wind turbines. Now, you will be able to find small and medium wind turbines and even solar panels here on Glacio. So while that portal is up there, we should be able to get some power from the sun there, but being a low sun planet, I really don't trust it too much. So, the atmospheric processor. Okay, we need you. And seeing as how argon is actually very plentiful here, it comes in at 100 parts per million. So that's a good thing. And this thing draws 20 units of power. So we need we could actually put, no, actually I want to put it on this platform because we want to be able to get enough argon, and that will sit there. That, you know, we can come and we can collect one canister while leaving a second one still filling, and then drop another another canister on here. And for this we need this little guy right here, the medium gas canister. So I'm just going to make another one right there, and we're just going to place these guys right there. So any gas that this thing makes is automatically going to go and fill these two canisters. And we're just going to place that right there. And then I'm going to go back into here, and we're going to make another large B platform. And let's go down here, and since these are going to be probably the most common one, other than the small ones that you're going to find, I'll put them on here. And you know what? We're going to put it back here. Hook that up. And let's set that to continuous and turn her on. And then we're going to make one of those. And then we're going to make another B platform, just because. And we're going to place that over here. And now I'm placing the turbines here. While this is over here, I'm placing the batteries over on this side, so that the power doesn't cut out on us. So there we go. Now, with these four are going to produce 20 units. This thing uses 20 units. So actually I should have really a couple more of those. So actually, you know what? An even better plan, in order to charge the batteries and power that thing at the same time, we're going to put down an extra large C platform. Because, oh, and I've gone and trapped myself in there. Because then we can put a whole lot more of these things on here. Oh, okay. I have 2, 3, 4, Okay, 4 of those and 4 of those. Actually, that would kind of work. Okay, never mind. We're going to take the batteries off here. Slight change of plan. We're going to make another one of these. Put it over here. Move that battery out of the way, and we're going to take this. Place it here. Whoops. And then we're going to hook this up to there. And I'm actually going to move this for a second. And we're going to extend this a little bit. And then place this platform right behind that one. There we go. Plug that into there. And I'm actually going to take... Oh. Okay. For reasons, I'm going to place these in the middle right here. And then we're going to put the batteries on the outer edge. So we need 1, 2, 3, 4. And we'll take that last one right there. And then we're going to take one of these and go 1, 2, 3, 4. And place them there. So as I found out with the power, it's generally a good idea. When I made my first base, I placed the power generation on one side of my plant and then placed all my batteries on the other side of the plant. So, because when I had my batteries, when I had power generation and then batteries and then the plant, the power generation went through, charged up the batteries, and ran the plant at the same time. But when the power generation stopped, the plant wouldn't automatically start pulling from the batteries. So it became a bit of an issue. Hopefully this works. So we're technically producing 40 units of power at the moment, or we were, and now our atmospheric condenser is drawing off of our batteries until these guys kick in again. So that is our glacio base. So we've got titanite being mined down underground here. We've got argon being collected on the surface right here. And then we've got hematite being collected up there. So, our next base and our next video is going to be our base over on Aatrox, because we're going to be collecting 2 different gases there. But instead of having just 2 atmospheric condensers on Aatrox, we're going to need like 5 or 6 atmospheric condensers. So we're going to be needing a lot of power on that world. And that one has low sun and low wind. So we're going to have to get really creative with the power on that planet. Going to have to put out a lot of these wind turbines, collect a lot of batteries, and get whatever solar panels that we can. So, this video has gone a little bit longer than I had hoped, but what can you do? So, in the next video, we'll head over to Aatrox, and we'll set up our atmospheric condenser farm over there, and I'll catch you later.